What brings me joy in my work is actually probably just being able to feel useful, to feel like I am present in what God is doing. My belief is God is already wherever I'm going. He's already there before I show up. He's there while I'm there. And so one of the things I try to do is not worry about the results of what I'm doing, but make it my most important objective just to show up and be ready and see what God's gonna do. The way God has shaped me for this work, for my work in every aspect, is really, a lot of it is experience, a lot of it is the temperament that He's already given me, the way He communicates with me even now. So that a lot of it is things that, for example, one of the things I tell God is I don't want to see visions, I don't want to have dreams. And so a lot of the way God communicates with me is through almost what would seem like logical arguments and things like that. So maybe even allegories and storytelling. And so from that perspective, I also try to use that whenever I'm in a ministry space or even just a regular workspace. The way that my work gives me opportunity to demonstrate God's care and love, the most of it is remembering how much God has loved me, remembering how much I've already been forgiven, remembering essentially the line in the Lord's Prayer that says, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive others." And I remember how mine has already been forgiven. And so it's easy for me to show up knowing that I'm fully loved, fully in God's presence, be able to reflect that to whoever is in front of it. Christ's presence sustains me at work primarily because I see Christ in everybody. I tend to believe in the original line in Genesis that says that God made mankind in God's image. So whoever is in front of me, regardless of their religion, regardless of their belief, regardless of even their mental state, physically, if they have issues, maybe even regardless of all of that, I look at them as made in God's image. And because I can see them as made in God's image, I can see Jesus Christ in them as well in that conversation. The ways I've seen God at work in my workplace is incredible. Some of the things that I even now that I'm experiencing, as you may well know, part of my job includes being a chaplain to inmates at the Allegheny County Jail. And part of what I've seen is this incredible opportunity to walk with people at their most vulnerable point, to be able to see their intimate sorrows, the problems they're going through. For example, somebody's just been sentenced, that lowest point of a human being, to have the privilege to be there. In my sense, it's really only something God can do. It's a privilege to be with you at your lowest point. In terms of what's happening in my work right now, it feels like earth becoming like heaven, is actually a lot of, just last week, Thursday, I went through a Bible study in the inside, and one of the things that I recognized is that the residents were already meeting with each other even before I showed up. And so my job was really just to answer and address and walk with them with some of the questions that they had already, that they raised themselves. So to me, that was a clear idea of that God is always at work, whether I'm there or not, even before I show up. And so my job is really just to help provide information, show up, and be as loving as and open as I can. I'm a student of short story writing. And one of the things they tell you is most characters are like icebergs, right? 1/3 is up top, 2/3 is beneath. In fact, that's what crashed the Titanic, was it 2/3 of the iceberg that was hidden from view. And so with individuals, it's the same thing. And sometimes just life itself, one of the things we run the risk of is forgetting that about a human being. The idea that there's 2/3 of them that are not easily accessible to us or even to them sometimes. But God knows that. God has accessed it. And so God allows you to walk. Working with God actually allows you to get some insights into those depths. You get glimpses, you get flashes, and then you come to realize that that human being, because they're made in God's image, are indispensable. They're beyond, you can't put a number, a value, a dollar amount on the human life. You cannot. And that actually forces me to a place where I have to look at this individual the way God looks at them. And it's even more so in a jail situation, regardless of the person's crime that they've been accused of, regardless of how heinous I might think it is. I'm still looking at a human being made in God's image. And for that fact alone, that impacts how I react with them, regardless. The way Bible study can actually pray for me is just continued clarity in the best way to move forward. As most people might know, the issue with jobs, even like at the jail, is you're always going to have all kinds of different issues, either with regulations and even with politics within the offices and things of that nature. It's just really prayer from Bible Center for me to keep my eyes focused on why I am there in the first place. Why did God put me there? And to never forget that, regardless of what happens.